Hey guys, I'm Alex.
And I'm Evan.
And we're wasting time with oxygen not included. So, we got a request to do this, and I wasn't planning on doing this anytime soon. Only because, my backlog's huge, and, summer sales are going to be starting soon, so I figured I'd wait for a better deal. But this weird, this weird set of contrivances all kind of happened that resulted in me being able to get this for really cheap, legitimately.
Okay.
Because I just wanted to talk about this for a little bit. So I bought into these guys' previous game, Don't Starve, right off the bat, and as a reward for that, they've been giving me all the DLC that comes out for Don't Starve for free. I think I've got everything except Don't Starve Together, because everything else was free. Okay. But each of those are a separate entry on the Steam store. Yes. So it looks like I've bought a shitload of DLC for Don't Starve. Oh. So because this is from the same developer, Steam did one of those developer bundles. Yeah. Including this game, and they have the option to complete your bundle. You know?
Oh, I see.
So because it thinks I have all this shit, I bought all this shit to entice me to buy this game. It put it on. It added an additional sale price to it on top of the 20% it's already on. So I got the game for half off.
Okay.
So I figured if Fate was going to go out of its way to make this game really cheap for me, we might as well just give it a try.
Yeah.
So here we are.
And we're pretty much experts at base building now.
Well, you haven't base built until you've played this game. It's actually pretty complicated.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. You don't even know. All right, let's get started.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start a new game. We're gonna start a new game.
Cooling glass.
Yes, because the glass is hot, apparently. Vacuuming out the vacuum.
Vacuuming out vacuum.
You got to do that. So, the premise of this game is that you have 3 duplicates, which I guess are like artificial humans, and they're all adorable, and you just need to help them survive on a hostile alien planet and establish a base.
Okay.
So it gives us three random people right off the bat, and they all have different quirks and different interests and skill sets.
Huh. Well, Frankie and Ada seem to have more attributes than Gosman.
Yeah, but gastrophobia is pretty bad.
Okay.
So I want to get rid of at least one of them. Oh, flatulent is the worst. I just did a practice run with someone who was flatulent, and they were just farting.
But look at those
time.
Attributes.
I know, but
it's just everybody farts out.
But
come on,
you don't know. You know what? I'm gonna let it go because you don't know. Okay. You don't know.
I haven't been to Fartnom.
It's insane how frequently the farting happens. So we're gonna call this wasting time.
All right.
Actually, yeah. All right. So let's we have a tiny.
Wait,
guy.
do we want to keep Gosman though? Look, his only attributes are athletics and kindness.
Actually, well,
and who the hell needs kindness in space?
The interests do matter, but she's also she also has bottomless stomach, and food's kind of a hard thing to set up in the beginning. So yeah, let's reroll. No.
Oh wait.
Mole hands. Huh.
Well, he's got a +3 digging,
but he has no interests. I don't like that.
All right.
Okay, he's squeamish. I have too much tidy. Can I get a researcher? Operate, dig. Give me a researcher. Give me somebody with research there. All right, he's biohazardous.
All the vitamin C in space couldn't substitute him getting sick.
You know what? We'll take it. All right.
All right.
We'll take it. Also, he cries ugly when he gets stressed. I haven't seen that one. All right, so let's actually start the game.
Okay. All right, we came through the Stargate.
All right, so this is the printing pod. Every couple of days, it'll print us a new duplicate. In the meantime, this is all we've got to start with.
Okay.
So first things first, what I've learned the hard way is you need 2 things ASAP.
Yes.
You need water and you need toilets.
Okay, water I can get behind. Toilets are pretty important, but does pooping on the floor not suffice for a minute?
If someone has to go to the bathroom and you don't have a designated spot for them to pee, then eventually they'll just pee themselves, and like the pee gets everywhere, and it stresses out your dudes, and it contaminates everything.
It's like a horribly trained dog.
It's catastrophic, and then the farting begins.
Wait, okay, so he farted.
He already farted.
Yeah, well, what's the problem?
We're a few seconds into the game, Evan. I'm also pretty sure that hurts my oxygen like setup, but I don't actually know for certain. But yeah, like every run I've had has ended because of catastrophic toilet failure.
But yeah, I was just over at Chris's before he's going back to Scotland.
Speaking
forever.
of toilets,
yeah, and he's got this.
Look at happened again.
He's got this dog. Like his wife got a new dog, and the dog won't stop peeing all over the freaking floor, and we're just gonna be watching TV for about 20 minutes. And then we go into the kitchen, and there's 2 separate pee puddles in the kitchen. It's like, how did you do that, dog?
I mean, dogs pee.
Yeah, well, freaking John farts.
John.
Yeah.
All right, so now we can access the water.
Okay.
So we're gonna build.
Wait,
ourselves.
you just build a ladder to climb down into the water?
Well, I want them. Oh, I thought that was muckroot down there. We don't need the thing anymore then. Let's get rid of that, and instead let's replace it with a tile.
You just
Oh, someone got the muckroot. All right, good. Muckroot's food, so that helps. Oh
no!
If that. Oh, good. They have a tendency to
fall in.
Well, to do the work in such a way that it results in them falling into like cesspits and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's really bad.
That looks like some valuable metallic material over there.
That's copper, and yes, copper is very handy.
My Minecraft senses are tingling.
You should get that looked at. All right, so now that we're going to have water available, now we need to set up outhouses.
Before we secure food.
Yes. we have enough food for a couple of days.
Oh, have you got rations? Okay.
Yeah, and we have this little block that produces oxygen.
Oh, neat.
So we're taken care of for the first like cycle or so.
All right.
I think like 2 or 3
cycles. Oh, are you digging the poop pit?
I'm going to eventually, but Normally I like to put the poo pit like over by where my my outhouses are. I don't know if that's actually like a good thing to do. It just seems like the kind of thing you would want to do.
Okay. I like how you can queue up a section of blocks at once and then they'll go to work and do it all.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. But if I dig too deep here, that's going to ruin these guys. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll build the poo pit somewhere else.
I was gonna say we could investigate the wisps. They look friendly.
They just produce light. They're a natural light source, which helps certain plants grow. So you can see how their cheeks are getting all puffed up. That's because there's no oxygen down here.
Oh, so they're holding their breath?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Wait, but it doesn't flow? Like, there's a continuous passage.
Oxygen rises and CO2 falls.
Oh.
So you need to eventually start building like oxygen pumps and stuff.
Okay.
To like spread and you'll eventually. I mean, I haven't gotten to the more complicated stuff because of catastrophic poo failure. But there is like plumbing and filtration systems you eventually have to set up.
Okay, so real quick, explain to me why in the main room with the Stargate, that little bit of oxygen, does it descend 4 tiles and that's how it works? Or?
I don't exactly know how it works. I know that it'll fill a room to an extent, but there's going to be like less oxygen.
Or perhaps a radius around said oxygen block.
I guess so.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of really complicated game mechanics at work here, and I'm not totally familiar with how all of this works yet.
So if you have to poop, you go to the non-oxygen zone.
Exactly.
Because we don't want that shit where we breathe.
I mean, eventually I'll put an oxygen pump in here when I have the opportunity. But yeah, for the moment you don't get to. You can poop or you can breathe. You're going to be holding your breath when you poop anyway. Who doesn't hold their breath when they poop? I mean, come on, Evan, Jesus.
Oh, okay. So if you go down into that chamber Presumably that oxygen will add to your...
That'll free up some oxygen. I'm gonna set up some beds down here.
Okay.
Because if I don't, then these fuckers will just fall asleep like wherever they are.
Yeah.
And it seems like if they don't get a proper night's sleep, then like bad stuff will happen. Like they get tired and they tend to hurt themselves and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So he's got a little jug of water.
Yeah, this is the pumping station that lets him put water into bottles, and then now he can transport the water over to the wash basin.
Now is that pool just completely finite, or will the water regenerate over time?
No, the water will eventually run out, so we'll have to find another water source eventually.
Okay.
But there's like one right there. And
but
one
there's
right there.
yeah, several.
So we'll be building towards those. There's an oxygen block right here.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one right there. I can't build on those. So
oh, you can't?
No, it's bad.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Alright, we can uproot that. And I want that copper. So, this'll be a decent, like, temporary bed area.
Alright.
I mean, I'm not saying this as any kind of expert on the game. I'm just, like...
Yeah, I mean...
I'm still learning how this works out, so...
You just dig around. I mean, it seems like...
Please leave hateful comments talking about how bad I am at this.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be pretty rudimentary...
That's what you think.
Minecraftery so far.
Let's put one more right there. They can jump. They can jump. I think like 2 tiles, and that's the farthest they can go.
Oh, okay.
So you do need ladders eventually to get like all of the places.
All right. Well, they got oxygen in there.
And I'm not gonna. Well, that's bad. I'm not gonna be able to get the bed set up before the night falls. But whatever.
Oh, where's the day timer? Oh, up there. Okay. I mean, you're underground. How could you even tell the difference?
I don't know, but they all fall asleep like clockwork.
Oh, just as soon as
yeah, as soon as night falls, they all just pass out.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the, it's one of the also like they can't just like grab a bite to eat. Like they pick up some food and they sit down and they toss the food in their mouth and they just sit there and chew on it for a good couple of minutes. See, the farting is going to be omnipresent.
So what is that doing? Is that depleting the oxygen, like you were saying? Or?
I don't actually know, but it's probably like adding to their stress. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about how this game works yet.
Okay.
But
I
mean,
and can the oxygen block just float midair there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
So it's.
I mean, it's air.
So it is mine. Yeah, I suppose it is. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. There are some things that won't, though.
I mean, that's cool. You got your very own oxygen float rock.
And you can build tile, which will stand on its own.
Okay.
All right. So I actually did get the bed set up, and now I've got a storage area, or I'm building a storage device, so I can actually like put my stuff away. And let's just store everything for the moment. All right. So night falls.
Oh, so they're tired.
Yeah, they're all running to their
beds.
beds.
They automatically run to the bed.
Exactly.
Oh, and look at them and their oxygen. That's cute.
If there's not enough oxygen, they'll wake up to suffocate, and then like run somewhere where there's oxygen. But that prevents them from getting a full night's
he
sleep.
farted in his sleep.
Yeah. Good thing he's in the air room.
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm gonna have to figure out a place I can set up my research shit. Actually, no. I should get power taken care of first, I guess. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna need copper for that. All right. So now we're gonna start
a lot of that.
Yeah. So now we're gonna start digging. Yeah, I got a decently.
There's like a mother load of copper over there.
Yeah, I got a decently copper-rich area here. Although these are muck roots, I can just harvest those.
Oh, okay. You can queue up multiple actions while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Neat.
I eventually get to a point where I have a hard time like getting people to do the things I want them to do. Even though, like, you can assign priority orders, like it's weird. So I don't know if I'm like missing something or if the game just isn't like super on par yet. I forgot. You got to make the toilet like #1 priority.
Oh, okay. I mean, I imagine they're gonna have to wait. Look, he's got a little fart cloud following him around.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I had my understanding was correct.
She's so sad because there's no air in there.
It's very breathable for now. Like poop does produce CO2.
Is that what that green crab is?
No, she's disinfecting it.
Oh, neat.
But eventually, like little like green bubbles will start coming up because it'll get all germy.
Oh, okay. Oh, she can wash her hands.
So eventually we're gonna put like a oxygen pump or
now
something
he
down
goes to
there.
the toilet.
He's even farting on the toilet. That sounds like hell.
Doesn't back it up.
She's cleaning the toilet, not him. But yeah. So that's how they eat. So
Okay.
it's like drinking Estus in Dark Souls. Like you can't just take a sip.
Yeah.
They just sit, they have to dedicate like a decent chunk of time. They're just sitting there and stuffing their fucking faces.
Well, they're on their lunch break.
I don't give them lunch breaks. See, the advantage of Lobotomy Corp is that if someone's not getting like their FMLA leave or whatever, like I feed them to Punishing Bird.
Yeah.
Can't do that here because there's no replacements. Well, I mean there are, but they take a few days. So when this little bar fills up, then I'll get a new duplicate.
And will it be a rando?
Yeah, total rando. I can't.
Okay.
There'll be three randos I can pick from, but I can't like re-roll them like I could these guys.
Okay, but you discover a new rando.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's farting again.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing too much harm.
I mean, it's pissing off my guys, and it's pissing me off. Just because of the frequency. So, near as I can figure, muck roots get harvested once.
Oh, there's sand up there.
Yeah, sand doesn't... sand just falls. And, oh, wow. It buried... it buried her!
Yeah, like, that is a Minecraft staple. Sand will kill you.
Save her!
She's going to die. Well, I mean, it says entombed, but I don't know.
Well, that's her... I think that's her oxygen counting down.
Oh, okay. But yeah, freaking... I think sand is the #1 killer in all of these tile world building Minecraft games.
I mean, I've never had, like, a fucking, like, sand avalanche like that before.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, both of them were buried.
Yeah.
I thought only the one was.
No, yeah,
Well,
that's a classic. You're just digging along.
And they were suffocating only a few tiles away from an oxygen rock.
You just dig
That's the
along,
worst.
and you hit something, and you make a breakthrough, and all of a sudden, you're entombed. Oh, you got fruit from that stuff.
Yeah, it's muckroot. So as far as I can tell, muckroot is just like ready to eat food you find out in the wild. Unlike other plants, which you harvest the food and then like the plant will produce like more food down the road.
Okay.
So that's good because I hate getting like edible plants that are built on top of valuable resources like copper. Because I feel like I'm wasting like one or the other if I don't. Like no matter like I feel like I'm wasting the food if I dig it up,
right?
And and harvest the copper, and I'm wasting the copper if I just let the plants use it for nutrients.
So are them little blocks that are on the floor things that you have to pick up after the fact?
Yeah, those are all copper, and these guys will eventually store the copper inside that box I have set up.
Yeah, this queue system on the surface seems handy, but it seems a little strange as well because it seems to me that they're prioritizing stuff in weird ways that I wouldn't figure.
You can change the priority, like I said, using the numbers, but it doesn't always seem to go like the way you want it to. Because even when I start setting stuff as 9s, like they'll still waste their time doing dumb shit. So I don't know if that's because this is early access or if I'm just doing something wrong.
Right.
But yeah, it is annoying.
Because I mean, by my reckoning, if I was telling them what to do, I would say as soon as you break the block, pick up the thing.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Don't just leave that row of shit on the floor.
Well, and the real bad thing about that is there's these little like crab dudes. We haven't seen any yet, but they will eat like any if you leave stuff lying around, they will eat your resources.
Oh, they'll just go around gobbling up your uncollected junk.
Yeah, exactly. And they won't eat it if it's in the box. If it's in a box, thankfully.
Yeah.
And like you can kill the crab things, and they give you food, which is nice. But the crab things also poop out coal, which becomes useful down the road. So it's kind of a catch-22.
Huh.
I was just straight up wholesale murdering them, like, for food, like, early on, and because they pissed me off.
Right. Yeah.
Look, they have, instead of going down there and digging from the floor, which is safe, they're gonna just dig themselves into a... They've just set themselves up so they're gonna fall and hurt themselves.
And they leave one block partially done, and then move on.
Which is weird. Like, I don't understand this.
It's kind of miraculous how they break the block under them, but quickly skip over before gravity kicks in.
See, there we go. Gravity is already happening.
Oh, I see. They've got to run back, and he's running back to breathe, presumably. Oh
well,
no,
they've got roots they're putting away.
Okay. So how often do you have to go get more water for the toilet or whatever?
The water doesn't. The toilet doesn't take water. Actually, it takes dirt.
Oh.
But the wash basin does take water.
Because I've only seen you fill up one cooler of water, and that's apparently been enough.
Yeah.
Oh, she's suffocating.
There's no oxygen over here. It's fine.
Oh, so she's presumably run close enough to breathe?
Yeah. If she's breathing, she can breathe.
It says on breathing.
The little like blue like overlay means there's oxygen there.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. CO2 is like red, and so you can like kind of see the bare.
Yeah, it's really faint.
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking for it, I can see the flow of
and there she goes.
Oh, it's a crabby.
That's one of the guys I was talking about, yeah.
So are we killing him before he eats all the copper?
No, because he's going to make coal. I'm hoping these guys will put their... He ate the dirt. I need the dirt for pooping. All right, so now I can set up. Now I have room to set shit up.
All right.
And actually, might as well just dig out this whole area. I'll just like lay down some tile so they can just go straight through the whole structure.
Wait, did the crabby disappear?
No, he dug into the ground. He's right there.
Oh, I see.
It's called a hatch. But if someone goes digging around there, they'll dig him up and he'll get mad and he'll bite them.
Ah.
And they'll make an adorable little noise.
Can you keep one as a pet?
My purchasing this game just happened to coincide with something called the Ranching Update Mark II.
Okay.
So presumably, yes.
Hey.
Alright, so now we gotta get some power going. And then
the last time we played Rogue Trader.
Uh-huh.
And wait, did you play Rogue Trader with us for a little bit, or had you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, but then it was like, oh, look at that! That's really handy. That view is actually really handy.
It would be a lot handier if you could look at it at will. You can only look, as far as I can tell, you can only look at it when you're when you're actually trying to build an oxygen thing.
Yeah, why is that just not a thing you can switch to?
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be super. It would be way more handy. And see, she's so busy eating she can't go to bed.
So she's just gonna fall asleep right there as soon as.
I don't know. She's taking her sweet time eating the fucking food. Eat you. There's this one bitch in the run I did right before you came over where right when night fell, she was hungry and she had to poop.
Oh wow.
So like she had to meet all of her needs before she could go to bed, and she like barely made it to bed in time.
But yeah, in our game of Rogue Trader, I'm not sure if you were there for the latter bits of it or not, but I played I was playing the Navigator, and what is it? I found we were on some planet where Nurgle was doing stuff.
Oh, that Nurgle always doing stuff.
Yeah, and I found a little beetle. We found some of the local fauna that had been Nurglified. And so I found this cute little plague beetle, and I kept it in my room, in a little terrarium. And freaking Ben said that it would eat the the red shirt rations. So it was just one of the things. I ended up keeping a whole bunch of things that wouldn't be allowed in my room.
Why the fuck are you assholes doing that? Oh, I guess you can't. I guess you can't build wire on under sandstone. Or whatever.
Oh, so they have to build the wire and then you have to put a floor.
I guess so. There are some types of surfaces that you can just build wires through.
Oh, okay.
I normally have tile set up by this point, so I guess that's the issue, which is fine. It'll be easy to set up tile here. I should have plenty of copper to keep me going for a while.
I believe in these types of games, sand and water are most readily affected by gravity. So if you dig up under the water, it'll flood the base.
That's actually happened to me.
I mean, that's usually not too catastrophic. Then.
Well,
does it short all your machinery?
While they're all working, I can tell you this story. So I had like water like set up like right here.
Yeah.
My water station. It was running out. So I was trying, and I had like a there's another water reservoir like up here, and I had a pumping station, so guys could like climb all the way up here to pump, but the water down here is running low, and I had just researched plumbing, so I was trying to figure out how the plumbing works.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about building like a pipe system, like going from the top one to the bottom one, but then like part of the way through, like there was so little water over here, I was like, oh well, I could just dig a hole in the top one.
Punch the bottom.
Yeah, just punch the bottom, let all the water flow through.
Yeah.
And it worked, but there was too much water, so it like overflowed, and it like flooded my whole base. And it gave all my guys soggy feet, which makes them sad.
Well,
it also makes them sick, so.
Oh, okay.
So it's more significant than it sounds.
Oh, look, he's got to run on the thing to power it.
Yeah. Eventually, I can make, and I built a battery because I mean it's really more of a capacitor than a battery.
Yeah.
But yeah, the battery will store charge, so he doesn't have to be running constantly.
Oh, I got you.
And then like I can hook up like shit. Like I also have the research station hooked up into the circuit. So yeah.
He just fell out of it.
I think that happens more frequently if they're tired or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not totally sure what the ramifications.
So does water do anything besides making your guys get a cold?
I mean, you use it to power different machines. Like eventually,
But I'm saying if you accidentally punch a hole in that wall and all the water comes out, it won't short circuit your lab.
Your machines won't function while they're waterlogged or while they're flooded.
Oh, okay. So you've got to drain it.
You've got to mop up the water.
Oh, okay.
And that also like seems to make the guys sad for whatever reason. I mean, I understand having to mop up the poop water.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, because of all the pooping in here, there's already like no oxygen in this room. So I'm hoping the oxygen will flow like decently.
Well, is that an oxygen pump?
That's an oxygen pump, yes.
Okay. Why are they still holding their breath though?
Well, well, it hasn't. There's only so much air pressure. There's only so much gas you can pump into an area, and it's going to be mixed between CO2 and NO2 right now.
Oh, okay.
Eventually, you can get stuff that'll let you like extract the CO2, or let you extract like one gas from the air. But that's a ways down the research tree. All right, so now we're gonna research farming. I don't think I actually have a researcher. Actually, I think I do. Who was the researcher? I think Nails was the researcher.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one doing the work now, so he is the researcher for the moment. And might as well queue up some algae, because algae is what you use to power everything related to oxygen.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Can you throw algae into a pool of water and bloom it and gain massive oxygen or something?
Once he finishes researching the thing he's researching, I'll be able to make algae terrariums.
Oh, okay.
And those, like, kind of passively without needing, those will passively produce oxygen without electricity required, but they also produce, like, industrial waste.
Man, all that stuff on the floor in the bedroom is annoying me.
I got my new dupe. Let's see. So we have Meep, who operates. I don't know if that's like medical operating. He's got a shitload of
He's got
skills.
a lot of attributes, and he's only narcoleptic.
Narcoleptic can be kind of bad.
Huh.
Oh, this guy. Well, he's also narcoleptic, but he's also got a lot of interests, which I like. You can assign people jobs eventually, and that gives them stat bonuses. So I think I might go with auto.
Camille is adorable, but she's
Triphobia?
squeamish.
Oh, she doesn't like. She can't dig. Yeah, I like her skill set, but I think auto is better for what my colony needs right now.
Okay.
Because you're eventually gonna need. You're eventually gonna need like 2 researchers. So I might as well just get a head start on that.
Seriously, like, I wish you could just put one person on pick up all the stuff on the floor.
You can. That's what the job board's for.
Oh.
Although they don't always really seem to listen to it. Like, it gives them a stat boost to the relevant things, so you can have like a groundskeeper, for example.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't. But I still see the groundskeeper like trying to do research on occasion and stuff. So again, I don't know if that's bugs or if that's like just me not doing something right.
So he's cold?
Yeah. The temperature's not a huge deal as long as you're not like waterlogging everybody constantly in the beginning, but apparently that eventually becomes a problem. And alright, that's time. So we'll stop here and we'll move on to the next video.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time.